Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at something very handy. This is the Campy Gear Little Guy Portable Propane Heater and Stove. So let's check it out. Alright everybody, welcome back. So you may have seen, I don't know, about a couple weeks ago, I reviewed the larger Campy Gear heater and stove here. Now it's an excellent product, works great, but it is kind of big. If you're looking for something a little bit smaller, maybe this Little Guy Portable might be the one for you. I don't normally do unboxing, but I kind of thought the packaging it came in was kind of cool. It's this nice thick cardboard kind of little container. So let's pop it open, see what we got inside. Now these are the different models from Campy Gear. This is the one we're looking at today, the Little Guy, and this is a brand new product. They also have the Hunky, which is like a whole home kind of heater type thing. The Wiry, and then the Chubby, which is what we reviewed over here, the previous one that we reviewed. So those are the ones we have. We got the instructions right here, and the instructions are extremely simple. It's basically connect and turn on, pretty much. If you're going to use it as a stove, you don't need to put that grate over it. Okay, we've got a nice case in here. Pop that out of there. Nice orange case, won't get lost in the woods, that's for sure. And you do have a little bit of a instruction manual, a little bit more in-depth. Let's open it up, take a look at it. Got a little bit more information in it. All in all, that little one is pretty much all you're going to need. I mean, it's very simple to operate. So, shows you how to do the vents, install the tank. And again, they tell you on this one, as did the previous one, do not turn the tank upside down when screwing in the gas tank. So you really want to screw it in like this, not turn the stove over and put it in. I believe that has something to do with the pressure in there, but that's pretty much how it works. So you have two ways you can do this. You can use it with the top on it, and you can use it with just the burner on top or just the burner off. So let's open it up and take a look inside. I do like the case. It is a nice little case, nice looking, well-made case. Not cheap junk, you know. It looks like it's actually decently made. Okay. Here's your thing. Now, this is probably how you'd cook on it. Okay. Let me take everything out of here so I don't make a mess. Here's your grate on top here for the heat. Now you'll notice when you get this, there's little rubber feet on this. Of course you don't want to leave those on. They just protect it from ripping through the case. So I'm going to take those off and put them in the case there. And seal the case back up. And we'll get this all together and fire it up. But I want to let you know about what it uses first. You can use two types of heat with this, two types of gas. You can use the smaller containers. These little guys right here, okay? And you can use the 220 gram larger containers as well. Both will fit under here. For our use today, we are going to be using the larger one. You get a little bit of extra height on this when you do that. And again, you don't want to turn it upside down. You're just going to screw it on. And it screws on very, very easily. You do want to make sure you get a good seal on it. There you go. And I always like to kind of, okay, so we know we have something coming out of there. I like to turn it on and make sure. Now you do have some nice handles here. I like this. This allows you to move this without, you know, touching it, picking it up, or anything like that. That's kind of handy. I like that feature. I would move them away from the body before you turn this on so they don't get hot being pressed up against the body. So with the compatibility between the two, if you want a really lightweight, you can probably go with one of these. You know, the smaller little containers. I forget what's the weight on these things. Of course, this won't say it. But the smaller containers, you've seen these before. I've used these. I believe they're 110 gram. They're about half the size of the larger ones. And these are available in Walmart all over the place. You can get them anywhere. The price of isobutane and propane and all that is going up. So now's a good time to get it before it goes really, really high. We are definitely seeing price increases due to shortages and things like that. So now's a good time to stock up on it. It is a little bit higher than you would have expected, but not too bad. Not too bad. So, let me get all this stuff out of the way here. And I'll show you how to connect the top. You're going to have these two little balls, nubs, and one in back as well. The one in back is going to go back here. And the two, you're going to squeeze it and fit them in that little section. Let me bring that to you there. Right there. And you'll see there's a little parking spot for each little nub on there. So, let's do that now. Put it on over the back. And this can be a little confusing when you do it the first time because it's like, wait a minute, it doesn't fit. But it really does fit over it. You just have to kind of con it over there. Nice and easy. There we go. And slide that front piece through the hole there. So that way you have that spot in there. Okay, the back is in. It can be confusing in the beginning, so remember this little spot here where it's open in front, you want to put this piece through there and make sure that all the other subsequent pieces are in here. So you put this back in there, kind of rock it into place, lean it forward, and it's that simple. It's really, really simple once you get the hang of it. You do have the adjustable top here. You can open or close that depending on how much heat you want to diffuse out of there. All in all, pretty simple device to use. So I'm going to turn it on. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think my lighter is starting to give out on me. So you can see right there, got some nice heat radiating off it. I can feel it. So what I'm going to do is let this run a little bit. See how high and how low we can get it. Turn it up and down. I can definitely feel the heat coming off it. And with the top here, you can feel the heat coming off the top. It is kind of warm, so I don't keep my hand over that too long. You could also probably stick a pot up there and heat up some coffee or water or whatever if you wanted to. That's not its main goal, but it could work that way. So what we're going to do is let this run for a few minutes, and then I'm going to get a reading off it with my heat gun and see just how hot this gets to be. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a reading of the wall back there and let you see. It's showing about 71, 70 degrees. Now, I purposely left these things over here on either side because I wanted to see how much radiating heat. I want to keep them far enough away so of course they won't catch fire, but I want to see how much heat this is radiating off it. So let's put it on this one first. Okay, that's showing 106. Back there, showing 127. So it's definitely radiating a whole lot of heat out. It's doing really nice. Actually, it feels really good in here because it's kind of chilly this morning. I'm going to close that little vent up top. And you got to be careful with this thing because it will get really, really hot as you're moving things around. So you want to kind of move it gently and be careful with it. But it will get really, really warm. So as you can see, it generates a ton of heat. Now what we're going to do is try using it to cook. I'm going to let it cool down so I can take that off, of course. And we're going to try and see how much heat this thing can generate to boil 2 cups of water. So it sufficiently has cooled off enough where I can touch it no problem. I'm just going to reach in here and pull that back. Take that off there, and it comes off that simply. There's your upper assembly piece, really easy. Okay, this time we're actually going to use a lighter that fully works. Turn it on, and we're going to time 2 cups of water. There we go. 2 cups of water that I have over here in my little Lixada titanium cup here. There we go. Let's crank it up and see how long that takes. We got it started. I don't know if you can see that there. The light is horrible on this particular camera here. All right. So we'll bring you back when that's boiling or when it's close. We'll show you what it looks like as it goes. It's a nice little burner on the bottom. Definitely puts out a good heat. So we'll give it a shot and bring you back when it's done. All right. We are 1 minute and 51 seconds in. Starting to get some bubbles on the bottom here, as you can see. So we're pretty close, starting to boil up. Let it keep going, and I'll bring you back when it's done. All right, it's starting to go. I can see it there. So 2 minutes, 51 seconds, almost 3 minutes. We've got a rolling boil. Bring you up to show you that. Rolling boil right there. Let's turn it off. So there you go, 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Let's say 3 minutes for sake of argument, since I did start it a couple seconds after it began. But all in all, pretty impressive for something that's meant to be a heater and ends up being a secondary piece of camp gear or emergency gear. And for a small home or, maybe an apartment or something like this with adequate ventilation, again, would be really nice. Again, it's good to have your CO2 monitors around so you can always know if there's a problem with carbon monoxide getting out anywhere. But all in all, neat little system. I'm very pleased with it. It seems to do the job well and isn't too expensive. I believe these run $49. Definitely well made, quality. Nice powder coating on it. Seems to hold up pretty well. The handles do fold to the side. It is nice. I do like the handles like that. And by the way, this is a flame retardant material here. Some kind of heavy duty flame retardant material. It's not metal. It's almost like a Bakelite, but it's flame retardant. As far as the air goes, I tend to keep this like in the middle here between minimum and maximum. I believe that's how much air you're letting into the stove as it goes. So all in all, I'm pleased with it. It seems to do very, very well. To pack it up, it's very simple. Now, of course, we're not going to pack it up hot, but you're just going to unscrew this from the bottom, put that there, and you're going to put this inside, okay? You got to make sure, again, this open space is where that copper tube is, so otherwise it won't fit in there very well. Put it in the bag when it cools off, and it's ready to go. You can use those little rubber grommets on the top. I probably won't. I'm not really worried about ripping through there, but I may. It depends. All in all, I really like the system. It seems to work very well, just as well as its older brother here, the Chubby, I believe they call that. So definitely puts out enough heat, keeps you nice and warm, seems to work very, very well when it comes to boiling water for 3 minutes for something that's not designed to really be a stove. I'm not complaining. So that is the Campy Gear Little Guy Portable, okay? You can connect this to a 1-pound propane cylinder for longer usage. They do sell an adapter. You can buy it on their site, and that is what this hole here is for. The adapter hose will go in there, connect up here, and run out to a 1-pound propane. I believe you could probably, if you had a long enough extension, do it, put the cylinder up in there, but it looks like this probably wouldn't fit, so I would get the adapter for it, the hose, and run it that way. All in all, it's a pretty well-made item. I seem to like it. I've used this one, actually, by my desk, okay? And so far, it has given me absolutely no issues, so I can't see this little one giving me any issues either. Again, if you're going to use this indoors, please make sure you have adequate ventilation, even a cracked window, something around there. Again, I have CO2 monitors in the garage here and in my home, and I have rather a larger open kind of, I hate to say this word, open concept kitchen. You know, living room, computer room, it's all kind of open, very high ceilings. So I'm not worried about it, you know, building up in there from something as small as that. Now, if I was cooking on 4 or 5 of these, yeah, I'd probably have my carbon monoxide monitor a little bit closer and keep an eye on it. But just 1 or 2, they'll be fine, honestly. You know, I wouldn't tell you to hook it up there in the car, you know, inside your car with everything locked and windows up. Not a good idea. But inside your home, with a little cracked window, maybe an open door, no problem at all. Anyway, the dimensions on it are 7.2 inches by 6.2 inches by 6.1 inches across. The weight is 3.88 ounces. Really not all that bad. As I told you, it's compatible with both the larger and smaller 110 gram isobutane cans. It can run on propane with the adapter if you want to pick that up. And it will run full blast for about 2 hours per can. That is what they say. Now, I ran this last night for about an hour and a half, and this thing still feels mostly full. Now, again, I didn't have it all the way up, but all in all, this is going to last you about 2 hours per can. Count on that much, pretty much, with that. So, all in all, I'm pleased with it. I like it. It's very handy, very compact, super lightweight, not that bad of an item. And it seems to do the job it's supposed to do, so can't beat it. Anyway, folks, that is the Campy Gear Little Guy Portable Propane Heater and Stove. Does pack down to a nice little container. It seems to be cooled off now, so I'll put it in there when I'm done. And store it away and have it ready for use. I've seen a lot of propane heaters and isobutane heaters on the market lately, and they're starting to get up there in price. The ones that use the little butane canisters are even like, you know, $100 and something now. They used to be like 40, 50 bucks. So I would say get on this deal while it's, you know, 50 bucks, $49. And grab it. I will put a link down below where you can pick this up in my Amazon store. Don't forget to check out all our other stores. We have my affiliate store underneath that. Underneath that's my freeze-dried wholesaler link. That is a discount link. You click that link, you save 15%, and boy, do we have some stuff coming up from them this month, so make sure you check it out. Don't forget our My Patriot Supply link. We have 2 deals this month. You save $150 on the 3-month kit, and you save $50 on the 4-week kit. Really good deals, great freeze-dried food, 25-year shelf life. It's kind of set and forget survival. Even though I hate to say that, you know, you can buy it, you can put it away, make sure you got water stored for it, and you're good to go. And don't forget our 5 Life freeze-dried food store down below that. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay nice and warm, and stay prepared.